Hey everybody, welcome to Golden Globes weekend here at ET. I'm Lauren Zima.
I'm Denny Directo.
And I'm Ashley Crossan.
We are going to be previewing everything that you need to know about Sunday's big show, which I gotta say personally, my favorite show of awards season.
I love the Golden Globes.
It is great. They all have so much fun there.
It's because it's a party there and you get film and TV, so I'm excited.
It's all the celebrities' arguably biggest party holiday award season show. They have so much fun at it. And you guys, we want to know what questions you have about the Globes. What do you think are the biggest contenders? Who do you think is going to win? And what questions do you have for us? You can put all of that on ET's Facebook page right now. We will get your comments and questions here on our phones. And feel free to weigh in throughout this Facebook Live because we want to know who you think is going to win and whether you agree with what we have to say. So let us know. Let's dive right in, you guys. Denny, you want to take us away?
Yes, so obviously the Globes are film and TV. We're going to start talking about movies. We've seen a lot of these. We've been debating them. It's a really tight race for best drama.
I think it is. Any of these movies could take it. It's so crazy because, I mean, you're so right. We did a ballot around the office. We were all kind of guessing, and we all picked something different.
And let me tell you, I really think the race is between Moonlight, Lion, and Manchester by the Sea. All sad, all made me cry. But my vote is for Moonlight. It's picked up a lot of momentum this award season, a lot of critical praise, and has even taken home some critical awards. So like I said, it's got a lot of momentum going into the award show, and it's tugging at the heartstrings. And I think the HFPA can't resist that.
I think what makes it an even more difficult race is, like you just said, that all of these movies are like tug at your heartstring movies. I mean, really emotional stories. And none of them really have that like super blockbuster A-lister behind them. I mean, Nicole Kidman and Lion for sure. However, some do and some don't. I mean, should we break them down a little bit? Moonlight is more, bringing people to stardom. Mahershala Ali having a huge year.
Oh my gosh, huge.
And even the filmmakers, this is very much an indie darling, and it really made a splash in starting the festival circuit this season. It's got 6 nominations, the second most this year, and that's why I feel like it's poised to maybe take it, but I know you loved Lion.
I can't stop talking about Lion. Oh my God. No, it's funny because a lot of people haven't seen it yet.
Right.
I start talking about it, people are like, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet. But once people see it, they cannot stop talking about it. Oh my gosh, it is so fantastic. Dev Patel in it, Nicole Kidman starring as his adoptive mother, and they are amazing.
For the people who haven't seen it, Ashley, can you give us just brief plot summary on Lion?
Yes, so it is a true story about a young boy who gets lost in India on a train, and he ends up waking up thousands and thousands of miles away from his home, and it's a 20-year journey before he ends up, realizing this and trying to find his way back. He ends up getting adopted in Australia by Nicole Kidman. So that's kind of his journey to find home.
Nicole Kidman, who, by the way, is very much in a supporting role in this, right? And she's nominated as well.
She is nominated, and so is Dev Patel. And yeah, they both have kind of supporting roles. So Kidman, this movie is a lot about kind of parenting as well, and because she is the adoptive mother, and she called it kind of a love letter to her kids. So I think we have a little clip of what she had to say about that.
You call this a love letter to your kids, this movie? Why?
Because it's about unconditional love. It's like any mother will tell you, there's just, no matter what happens, no matter where you go, what happens, how it happens, there's always love waiting for you here.
So yeah, that movie has my vote. I mean, that's the one that I want to take it. But then
Manchester by the Sea, which I was not expecting to be so sad. I really was not. I came in with no expectations really, but Casey Affleck delivered a really poignant and powerful performance. Michelle Williams is also in it. This does have the star power that maybe Moonlight is missing. Casey Affleck is in it, as I mentioned, and Michelle Williams. Also producer Matt Damon, and he's been pounding the pavement promoting this film. He's at the film's premiere and trying to get as many eyes on it as possible. So it's got the Matt Damon factor playing into it, and he's a Golden Globe winner as well. So you got to take that into consideration.
Well, what I love about Manchester by the Sea for Casey Affleck is that, Matt Damon, Ben, and Casey, of course, all grew up together. Casey's Ben Affleck's little brother. And what Matt and Ben have repeatedly said in interviews is that they are so glad to see Casey finally getting the recognition he deserves as an actor. They've always cast him in their movies, and he's an incredibly capable, talented guy, but he hasn't had that starring role award recognition yet, and it seems like he could really get it for Manchester by the Sea.
He's so good. I mean, I saw Finest Hours this year, which got like not a lot of buzz or recognition or anything, but my biggest takeaway from that movie was his performance. He's so good in it.
I want to get to some comments from you guys. Courtney saying she can't wait to watch. Barbara loves the Golden Globes. So do we, Barbara. And of course, we will be here at etonline.com and also doing Facebook Lives on the night of the show. So you guys can watch and follow everything with us. All of our great red carpet interviews. We are right there on the carpet, and it's going to be amazing. And just so much love coming in from you guys for Nicole Kidman. What a part for her. I mean, in interviews, she's opened up about her own kids, her love for Keith Urban, her own father. It seems like it was just really a perfect role for her to bring her own motherhood into the story.
Yeah, and she's playing, it's a real life person. So that's, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure when you play that real life person, you know, living up to that.
Right.
But those are the kinds of roles that win awards. It's like that's what you get nominated for, you know.
Exactly.
I do want to move on to the comedy and musical race, which there is a clear front runner, and I'm gonna just say it. It's a lock for La La Land, which we love.
We have musical backgrounds, you guys, as some musical theater geeks as children. Oh my gosh! But here's the thing to me about La La Land. I loved how unexpected the story was. I went into it thinking it's a musical and I'm going to love it, but it's not exactly a classical musical in the sense of that. You know, it's not like a Singing in the Rain. If you haven't seen it, they play a little bit more with when they sing and when they don't, and the story takes you to unexpected places. And of course, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone are just unstoppable in this
They will
movie.
make you melt in this movie. I mean, they're so irresistible. You're right, but like the cinematography you were talking about, the music, like it's just such a pretty movie, and it's getting a lot of awards love. It's up against movies like Florence Foster Jenkins with Meryl Streep, and of course Deadpool, which I think is probably considered the most surprising nomination of the year, even though it's so big.
And I got to give a quick shout out to Sing Street because I just love that movie so much. But anyways, back to Deadpool. Yeah, no, that was to me the most surprising nomination in this category was Deadpool.
But I'm happy to see it in there though, because it is a funny movie, right?
Absolutely,
it's so funny.
I think if that wins, like people will be very happy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so great to see a movie that is such a big blockbuster hit get that awards show love, because as much as we love awards shows, I think what, you know, people sometimes have issues with over the past several years is that it is those indie darlings that get the love and not the big blockbusters. Deadpool, huge hit, great reviews. So Ryan Reynolds' year. I mean, we've talked to him a bunch this year. I actually want to, if we can, show this really hilarious interview moment that we had with Ryan. He spoke to E.T.'s Kevin Frazier about the Deadpool costume and makeup that he did, and of course he's always really funny when talking about his beautiful family, Blake Lively and their 2 kids. So here's Ryan's interview with E.T.'s Kevin Frazier.
Last thing, what did your wife think of the suit? And she knows a thing or two about superheroes.
She does. She was pretty blown away by just how the suit was such a faithful adaptation from comic book to screen. It's probably the most faithful adaptation that's ever been done. Certainly the X-Men universe. Yeah. And my daughter would cry when she'd see me in the scar makeup.
No, come on.
Yeah, that was tough. She would, you know, it was hard. She'd hear my voice, but she'd see this guy that looks like a deep-fried testicle, and it's just, that sounds like her father, and that's tough for a kid.
That's scary.
Where does he come up with these comparisons? He is so, I mean, having interviewed him, he is just so quick, you know? The guy is hilarious and so talented.
And this is his first Golden Globe nomination, and I'm so glad they're giving him this recognition because he is funny in the role. He is going up against a fellow Canadian, Mr. Ryan Gosling in La La Land. And you know what? I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I could see Reynolds walking away with this for Deadpool. Deadpool had a huge release. He's also been hitting a lot of Q&As and screenings trying to, like, you know, get this movie promoted. But also, I mean, I can see the HFPA wanting to see a speech from Ryan Reynolds because it's going to be funny, and a cutaway to Blake Lively.
Oh.
In the ballroom. So
you're thinking about it from
ratings.
I'm telling you, like, from a producing standpoint, give it to him.
You have to. And we're going to get into, you know, kind of who we're excited to see on the carpet. But man, Blake Lively is one of those for me. She styles herself, you guys, and God, she always looks stunning.
Yes.
So it's Ryan versus Ryan.
It's Ryan versus Ryan.
Ryan versus Ryan.
That's the race to watch.
It is. I will say I'm with you. I think La La Land's going to take this one home because, I mean, from the cinematography, like you talked about, Ashley, the costumes, the story, the original songs, as much as Deadpool was hilarious and such a big hit, I mean, La La Land is going to be a movie people really remember too.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, shall we move forward? And by the way, you guys, please, again, let us know. Do you agree or disagree? Have you seen La La Land, Deadpool? What did you think of them? And are you agreeing with our predictions? We want to know, so keep your comments coming in as they are. Moving forward, Ash, you want to take us away?
Yeah, well, we've got Natalie Portman in the acting nomination here.
I mean,
I think I think that one's a lock. I think, here's the thing. I think it would be surprising if she doesn't take that.
For Jackie.
Yes, for Jackie. And I think what you were talking about earlier is when it comes to other award shows, it's going to be Emma versus Natalie. It's going to be, but now they're in separate categories with the drama and the musical and the comedy.
Totally.
But I think it will be not upsetting, but an upset if she doesn't take it.
Especially because if you've seen Jackie, the movie is all her. The entire movie is hers.
Oh my gosh.
She chews up every scene she's given, and it's a pretty haunting portrayal of Jackie Kennedy, and I would be surprised if they didn't give it to her.
If you watch an interview with Jackie Kennedy and then go watch this movie, it's crazy. It's almost uncanny.
It is interesting to me. I haven't actually seen Jackie yet. I'm planning on watching it this weekend. But from what I have heard from even people who said maybe they didn't love the movie Jackie, they loved her performance.
That's what
and
it is.
that's why it seems to me like I agree that this is a lock for her. And, what a deserving actress. She's just so talented.
Absolutely.
And she's going to be killing it on the red carpet with that
With
baby
baby bump.
bump.
Yes,
Like, see how
that's
she works
right.
it.
So that's a lock, but it's a tough category, and I still don't know who's going to take this, is animated film.
Animated films.
So funny that we're feeling so controversial about the animated film category, but we are.
That doesn't
so
usually
many.
happen. Usually there's one standout film, but this year it's Moana, Zootopia, you got Kubo and the Two Strings. I mean, which one do you think is gonna
Don't look
take
at me.
it?
Don't look at me. I have no clue. I loved all those.
Yeah, because Kubo is such a unique animation, but then you've got Moana, and that story is so amazing, and then Zootopia with their story as well, and that message.
I'm going to be bold, you guys, and just say that I personally liked Zootopia over Moana. I'm giving it the edge. I know.
No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people did. A lot of people did. I loved Moana.
I know. You were so passionate about Moana, and
I
it
watched
did.
it.
God, the animation was beautiful. You felt like you were on vacation.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
But Zootopia, the discussion of kind of those high-level issues in a children's movie, and I felt like I laughed in that movie. I walked away thinking about it, which I love that movie. It was great.
The thing about all of these animated films, by the way, that I do want to say is that the voice actors, they're all international actors.
Right.
It's very diverse. Yeah. And of course, to remind you guys, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, who's voting for these, is made up of international journalists. And that's why, for me, I feel like it's a draw, and I don't know. I can't put my finger on where they're going to go with this.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because with Moana, they used their entire voice cast was from Pacific Islander background.
And same with Zootopia, and same with Kubo. Or Kubo.
All right, we're going to see
know.
what's going to happen. Of course, we've got a little commentary coming in. Reynolds is winning over Gosling with the upset.
Thank you.
Interesting. He is such a beloved guy. I will say what I think could maybe give Ryan Reynolds a little bit of an edge is that in interviews, Ryan Reynolds is very willing and open to talking about his family, and he just got his star on the Walk of Fame, brought Blake and the girls there. Ryan Gosling is a little quieter, and I wonder if that gives Reynolds a little bit of an edge on the press tour.
I think he has a little more of a fan love for him. I agree with that.
Yeah, and
he's campaigning.
He really is. Exactly.
He's campaigning. He's out there on the streets.
He's
pounding the pavement.
He pounded the pavement. He won the box office, and now he's like, let me get a trophy too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Props.
It's been a big year for Ryan.
Collect your glow, Brian.
Yes.
Agreed.
We gotta move to TV drama.
We have to move to TV.
Guys, should we say it on 3? 1, 2, 3.
This is us.
I didn't know if we were doing the big 3 or This Is Us. I didn't know which one we were doing.
We are massive This Is Us fans,
Yes.
you guys. It is the only network show nominated in the drama category, and man is it deserving, and man is it exciting to see a brand new show get so much recognition off the bat. These actors are so excited to be part of this awards show race, and it's so fun to interview them because they're just so stoked to be there.
I was gonna say, you can tell how excited we are, but just head over to etonline.com because we have so much This Is Us content, from reviews to interviews to their reactions when they were nominated for Golden Globes. They're nominated for Best TV Drama, and 3 stars, Mandy Moore, Chrissy Metz, and Sterling K. Brown are nominated, and they're so excited. But they do have some stiff competition though.
Yeah, I mean, you know how I feel, but let's talk about some of these other shows.
Exactly.
I do want to say, of course, so much This Is Us love coming in already. Kimmy says This Is Us is one of the best dramas on TV. Well, yes, it is. That's why it is nominated. The only little bit of a snub, a lot of people felt Milo Ventimiglia should have been nominated. We exclusively asked him about that, and his response is up on our website.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think
agreed.
he should have been nominated. But yes, like you said, stiff competition. We've got one of the best shows that came out of
Another good one.
2016, Stranger Things.
The water cooler show of the year for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody watched that.
Will it win? I don't know. I think Winona Ryder should win in her category, though, because she was absolutely amazing in that show.
So good.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest about Stranger Things. I got so scared I had to stop watching it a couple episodes in. Just my take. Game of Thrones. Let's talk about it a little bit because that's a familiar one in the category.
It's the only returning series nominated in this category. The other 4 shows are brand spanking new, which is awesome. But as we found out, Game of Thrones, and I was surprised, Game of Thrones has actually not won the Globe. It's been nominated before, but it has not won a Golden Globe for the series.
Not for the series.
Right.
Peter Dinklage did win, but the actual series has never won in that category, which is so surprising. But I think this year could be their year. I want it to be their year because the last 2 episodes of the season were the best I've ever seen on that show. Battle of the Bastards and The Winds of Winter. I mean, that music, those scenes, Tommen's fate, spoilers, but it was so breathtaking watching that show. And it wasn't so much gotcha moments as it's been in the past. It was more just like a beautiful
Do you think
story.
It's stuck now in that place where it's competing against itself? They're comparing it to seasons past, and maybe when it becomes that final Game of Thrones season is when it'll really take home all the statues.
You know what? History has shown that has happened, but I kind of agree with Ashley. Like, it's kind of hard to ignore how good this last season was. And the TV Academy, of course, recognized it too. So I am with you. I'm going to give it to Game of Thrones, but we got to talk about the brand new HBO show that's also nominated, which is Westworld.
Or if I can, real quick, relevant comment from Michael here. He says, hoping for a big Westworld win.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go, yeah.
Another new show. Evan Rachel Wood as the series lead in that one. And that show, man, when I first saw the trailer, I couldn't even really understand what it was about, but it has been a runaway hit.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. And with Evan Rachel Wood, like, I think she's a brilliant actress. Has had some acclaim in the past, but with this role in particular, she's really starting to get some attention.
She won the Critics' Choice.
Exactly. She won the Critics' Choice, and she's nominated here. She could take that too.
I think Thandie Newton is a big front runner for her category as well. She's in the supporting category for that show.
Westworld's got the cast.
So
Yes.
Westworld's got the cast.
And we do, if I may tease a little bit, we've got a couple interviews with James Marsden talking about next season and what we can maybe expect, what he's hoping to see. Those are up on our website as well. All right, should we move into miniseries? Because I know we want to talk about the People versus OJ if we get the chance.
This is so funny. Just to give you a little background, the Golden Globes is the last possible award show that this show could win and sweep, and I'm pretty sure it's going to. Best miniseries, it's got Sarah Paulson nominated, Sterling K. Brown, as well as Courtney B. Vance. And I mean, there's no denying that was such a well-acted series, and there's a reason why it's racking up so many trophies.
You couldn't ignore that show.
You couldn't ignore it.
Ignore that show.
And I don't think the HFPA is going to ignore it either. So.
And what a year for Sterling K. Brown between This
my
Is Us
God.
and People versus OJ. This guy just came out of nowhere, and now we're all seeing his immense talent. And not only a great dramatic actor, but he's been so funny with us in his interviews. Also, you guys, we're going to be with many of the stars of This Is Us tomorrow on the BAFTA Awards season red carpet right before the Globes. So we will put those interviews up as well. But are you guys hoping for a People versus OJ win? Let us know. I personally am, even though I watched The Night Of, which is also nominated, and loved it. It was really great on HBO, but People versus OJ is my pick. What about you guys?
One.
I think it's a sweep.
I think it's a sweep as well. So.
Stamped.
He gave it the stamp of approval.
Stamped.
That's it.
Okay, cool. Now let's dive into the show itself
Yeah.
because as much as we're excited for the big races, you guys, man, who isn't looking forward to the speeches, to the possible flubs, to the red carpet looks?
I'm looking forward to the shade.
There's going to be a lot of
The
shade.
shade.
But I'm really looking forward to Jimmy Fallon, who is, of
Yes.
course, hosting the big award show on Sunday. We were with Jimmy at the, there it is right there. We were with Jimmy at the official red carpet rollout of the award show. Yes. He is so excited. And what he teased for us, I know, right? He's so happy to have, like, a job in Hollywood, right? Like, and he got a huge gig with the Golden Globes.
He's always just happy to be there.
Nice
He's
guy.
so excited.
Yeah.
You know, he actually teased for us that there's going to be a fun pre-taped opening with a lot of celebrity cameos. E.T. got him to give up one of those names, and it's our man, Ryan Reynolds. So expect some fun there.
Oh, that's gonna
I
be
know,
great.
right? So I can't wait for that. He also told us, even though, you know, the host past, Ricky Gervais, and his pals, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, are really good at the roasting, he said celebs have nothing to worry about in the ballroom. He's not going for
He
anybody.
doesn't do that.
He's
He doesn't
too
do that
nice.
on a show. He doesn't
He's
do
the
that at all.
token nice guy. Of
Yeah.
course, you guys support coming in for Jimmy. Rosetta says she just can't wait to watch them. A little TV commentary. Many of you also excited for Sterling K. Brown to be in the Black Panther cast.
Yes.
We will ask him about that tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And Layla just says, I love all of the TV shows. TV's the best category. It does make the Globes fun to have the TV
Have
categories
both,
there.
yeah.
for
Because
sure.
there are some front runners for movies, but TV's a little harder to tell.
Yes, but back to Jimmy Fallon.
I mean, yes, no, it's going to be such a fun night for him. And like I said, we did talk to him, and here's what he had to say and what to expect from the big night.
They better laugh. They better clap.
Which one of these celebrities should be worried? It's Meryl, isn't it? She should just be really worried. You're just going to go after Meryl Streep.
No one has to be worried with me. No one. Not one person. Tonight it's going to be more about fun and doing, just making people laugh and entertaining people and celebrating all the hard work everyone's been doing for this past year.
Are you bringing any of your...
The exact opposite of Ricky Gervais.
The exact opposite, but what I'm hoping for is some Tonight Show games. Like, wouldn't you love to see a lip sync battle on that stage? Like something very Jimmy Fallon and Tonight Show.
You just put this idea in my head. Dream Meryl Streep on lip sync battle.
Oh my God. What was she saying?
I don't know. I actually wanted to sing live, so forget it. I mean, it's fine.
No, I'm down for the lip sync. But moving on, as we mentioned, this is a party for these celebrities, film and TV, but they're also being served dinner. I know it's hard to tell if they're eating, but I actually went to a menu preview to talk to the chefs preparing the meal for the big night. And let me give you some numbers here. It's kind of insane. There's over 800 pounds of Chilean sea bass being served, 600 pounds of filet mignon, and as you saw earlier, there's a little mushroom risotto for them to nosh on as well. Whether they actually eat it is hard to tell, but it's there. So it's there. And as far as desserts, 1,500 dessert plates are going out. I talked to the pastry chef. He said he's making them little so that they will eat it. You know, he's like, if I make them little, bite size, they'll eat it. So that's
3
happening.
calories. Here you go.
Right? And to wash it all down, I talked to Olivia Copel, who actually helped come up with the signature cocktail for the Golden Globes. She did. I know, right?
Go her.
I have the proof. I have the proof right here. Here's the recipe if you guys want to make it at home.
Cherry bitters, orange liqueur, champagne, and rock candy.
It smells so good. I love it.
Do you want one?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to tell me twice. Like I am. Let's do it. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is really good. That is really good. It was really good, and I'm still buzzing. Happy Golden Globes.
She put rock candy in the drink. Go her.
It's good. Oh, it's so delicious. Yeah, you can easily make that at home when you're watching the awards on Sunday night.
Yeah, and of course, as you guys saw, that's Moet Champagne, the signature there. Oh my gosh, that's going to be flowing on Golden Globes night.
Golden Globes.
Another set of beautiful ladies. What we have to look forward to is always the Miss Golden Globe. But this year, I think for the first time ever, we have a trio in the Stallone sisters. So they are going to be, of course, Sylvester Stallone's daughter is going to be up there on stage, and there they are with their dad. And God, those girls are beautiful. Look at them.
They're gorgeous.
Stunning.
We also talked to them at the red carpet rollout, and they said they freaked out when they heard the news, but their one fear, I mean, as any lady walking across the stage at the Golden Globes is, they don't want to trip on their dress.
I was going to say, who's going to fall this year?
And there's 3 of them, but I heard that each of them get their own moment, you know, so they'll be presented together, but each get to have a chance to present a Golden Globe. I know they're all fighting to give Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds their trophy, so I don't blame them there.
Chance to meet your celebrity crush. I mean, so many big names this year, you guys. Should we just go through some of these presenters who we're so excited to see? I mean, Ben Affleck's going to be there. Casey Affleck, Kristen Bell, Annette Bening, Pierce Brosnan, James Bond in the house, Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, who are you guys most excited to see?
Oh my gosh, Dev Patel.
Dev Patel. She's obsessed with Lion. I'm going to put this out there. Kristen Wiig is presenting.
Oh, yes.
Man, do I love a Kristen Wiig presenting moment.
Do you remember when she walked out with Will Ferrell and they're like...
It's my all-time favorite Globes moment. And actually, you guys, we have such a fun piece coming for you later. We are going to be putting up on our site later today the best jokes of all time from the Golden Globes. And of course, Kristen Wiig and Will Ferrell made it in there. And we mentioned Meryl Streep earlier. Ashley herself put together a fabulous piece of Meryl Streep's best ever Golden Globes moments. That woman is hilarious.
She always has booze in her purse, and it's kind of amazing.
Sorry, Olivia Copel. Meryl's good.
Meryl is the best. She always has booze in her purse. She's always hilarious. You got to check that out.
Meryl's good. But as always, we're excited about the fashion. I know you guys are too. So who are you guys excited to see on the red carpet?
So fashion-wise, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like you said earlier, Blake Lively.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
she's never let us down. Never.
I mean, let's bring up a little Blake. Look at this girl serving. What continues to blow my mind about her is that she styles herself always.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. And she styles herself, and then it's not just like, oh, you style yourself and you look okay. I mean, she's given fashion awards so much recognition. I think Ryan Reynolds at one point called her the Beyonce of the red carpet. You know, he just knows how stunning his own wife is. So excited to see her and Ryan together on the carpet. And like you said, for her to get some little cutaways
That's right.
during the broadcast. Emma Stone is going to be there this year as well. So excited to see Emma. She usually is just a very like classic beauty. She brings so much of that pale, beautiful skin.
Look at that.
Look at that red hair and that bold lip. I can't wait to see what Emma wears.
She's gonna show up to win.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Full glam, ready
She
to-
knows she's going to be on stage. She's got to bring it. You know what I mean?
If you might be walking up there.
You got to walk up there.
So true. Other fashion powerhouse, of course, Kerry Washington. I'm excited to see her. I know she just gave birth, so it's time for her to hit the carpet again.
Yes.
Scandals coming back. Like, she's about to put in some work on that red carpet. I already know.
Yes, and another person who we've got to bounce back a little bit to. By the way, guys, we are bouncing all over the place on this list because we're so excited. So our producer backstage is probably like, "Hey guys, chill out." But Sarah Jessica Parker is going to be on the red carpet, and she's just always Miss SJP, Miss Carrie from Sex and the City. So you always got to wonder what she's going to bring because it's like Sarah could take you anywhere.
Oh, she'll go anywhere. She might wear a suit. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Viola Davis, Viola is like so bold, and I always love what she has to say on the carpet because she is always like, it's like the woman hasn't realized she's famous yet. She's just happy to be there. You know what I mean?
She's the first to say, she goes, "Oh, please, this is smoke and mirrors. Like, I had a whole team put this together, but Viola, you and your team are nailing it each time you hit that red carpet." At this point, she's a red carpet darling. Like, I am excited to see what she's going to turn out in.
Absolutely.
And last one, if we can bring her up really quick, who I'm excited to see is Chrissy Metz. Just because
my gosh, yes.
Chrissy actually, you know, being really honest and open about the fact that she does have that bigger plus size body type. You know, this is really the first time when she's had people clamoring to dress her.
Right.
And I
Look
think
at that
that's so
outfit. I mean,
exciting
it's
for her.
gorgeous, yeah.
Yes, it's exciting for her, you know, to be in that place and to figure out how she wants to look beautiful on the carpet. And we actually interviewed her, and she said, you know, it's really even not about the dress. It's just about feeling great in my own skin. And talked about what a great confident place she's at in her life. And that was really awesome to hear.
It's going to be a big moment for her, I think, for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
More comments coming in from you guys. Lila just says, "I cannot choose between Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds. They're so amazing." This might turn into the big race of the night, you guys. Ryan versus Ryan.
Can't wait.
Guys, tell us a little bit more about what we have at etonline.com because there's so much for the folks.
Oh, man,
God.
this is the most exciting one of all, you guys. We have a bingo board,
That's
everybody.
right.
Yes, you can play your own Golden Globes bingo along with us over at ET Online, and it is amazing. Let's see what we've got here. We've got the People vs. OJ victory, stuff like teleprompter fails, camera cuts to Meryl, reading the speech off a piece of paper, awkward Mel Gibson joke, inevitable Trump joke, Jimmy Fallon giggles, which we all know is definitely going to happen.
That's right. You're right. Absolutely.
Yes.
And speaking of Meryl, she, of course, is receiving the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement, and she's nominated this year for Florence Foster Jenkins, so it is her night. And we have a little surprise for you guys. We have actually a Florence Foster Jenkins gift pack giveaway. It includes a limited edition record and Blu-ray copy of the film. Now, she's an opera singer in this, so you want that record, I'm telling you right now.
That record's going to be done.
It's so, I want it. I'm entering.
Yes.
Go into etonline.com for more details. Winners will be announced during our Golden Globes recap, which is going to be here on Facebook Live on Monday.
And of course, you guys, the Golden Globes are nothing without the after parties. We will be at all of the after parties, bringing you red carpet interviews from those and inside details. Yes, inside details from what goes on inside. As Ashley just said, it's where it gets weird. It's where people really let loose. So thank you guys so much for watching with us. This has been so much fun. And of course, we will be covering the Golden Globes on Sunday and Monday morning for the inevitable morning after. I'm Lauren Zima, guys. Thanks. And continue to like ET on Facebook. You can follow all of us on Twitter. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much.
Bye.